It's Madden NFL 23, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bills and the Rams under the lights on Thursday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, great to be here now in our 7th year together in the booth. Hard to believe. And we have an excellent kickoff to the 2022 NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the defending champion Los Angeles Rams.
And let me echo your words. It is an excellent kickoff to the 2022 season because it's a special night. It's opening night. We play it on a Thursday. But how about this? The first time either one of these teams has played in this NFL opener since it was moved to Thursdays in 2002. And we know why the Rams are here. They won the Super Bowl last year. Buffalo, they're here because they're exciting. They are the favorite in the AFC. And remember, with the overtime rules of last year, they might have been the team to get there if the overtime rules were existing then. So let's look forward to a great opener here. I'm excited. I know you are. Let's do this.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just called him a Super Bowl champion, and boy did he embrace the Rams offense from the start, with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Stafford now to throw. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
And the Buffalo offense ready to bring out their high-powered attack. And at the center of it all, of course, the rocket arm man in his 5th year out of Wyoming, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, He threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top 5 offense. They were knocked down in overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
Taken down at the 42. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise the Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And now they'll throw with Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On play action, Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jamison Crowder from 6 yards away. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Riley Dixon now to put it away. Now it's Crowder. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Stafford. Flush to his right. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll bring up a second and goal. Second down and goal. Stafford, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Allen now looks to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Allen.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. From the gun, it's Allen.
To Crowder, and he's got it on the crossing route.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. The coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. so they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. In the late afternoon games, one to keep an eye on for sure will be in Minneapolis, where it'll be the Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. And finally, what a kickoff to Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson's first game as a Bronco, and it's in Seattle to wrap up Week 1. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Allen off the play fake. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To the air, Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. From midfield, here's Allen. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Allen. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary. His 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Out come the Rams. They'll have it 1st here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 59 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Rams are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
From the 50, Stafford. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. To throw again on second down. Stafford, throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down. To throw is Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to run with Akers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Van Jefferson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flag to catch.
That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. They'll lose lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 35. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Buffalo, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal.